Gotta love the GOAT. Meanwhile, in Scotland, J.K. Rowling has helped open a rape crisis center that excludes trans people. You thought it was gonna be good news involving her. Nope, that's not allowed anymore. It's not 2000 or something. The author of Harry Potter, as well as other stuff that people care far less about, announced the launch of a privately funded women-only sexual assault crisis center on Monday. It's located in the part Edinburgh where she lives, apparently in Scotland. Beira's place will offer free support for cisgender women who have experienced sexual assault at any point in their lives. And I want to give you a bit of the response from Rape Crisis Scotland, which I believe they operate 17 crisis centers in that area. They say it is crucial that the life-saving support offered by rape crisis centers is available to trans and non-binary people. All rape crisis services in Scotland offer support to trans women and have done so for 15 years. There has not been a single incident of anyone abusing this up until that point. And bear in mind, under the UK's Equality Act 2010, transgender people are protected from discrimination sometimes. However, services may exclude trans people from single-sex spaces if this exclusion is a proportionate means of achieving a legitimate aim. So we're gonna take the transphobia of people like J.K. Rowling and give it a veneer of being in pursuit of a legitimate aim. Anyway, we have a statement from the center that we'll go to in just a sec, but JR, what do you make of this?
It's odd, but then so it's privately funded. J.K. Rowling is a part of this whole thing. I guess you can open crisis centers that exclude or hate. I'm not sure if they're helping the other folks as much. What's the goal here? Is it to point out, hey, we actually want to exclude, or is it to actually help folks that are in these situations, specifically the cisgendered women that they want to only help? I guess without looking deeper into how this could work, it's kind of, I guess, what they're allowed to do. As long as there's other centers that do at least serve trans folks that end up in these same situations as well. But if nothing else, it just shows the extreme hate around these folks, and hopefully becomes like a spotlight on how exclusionary that they're being, and people will start shunning that. Hopefully.
Yeah, look, it's still, even Rape Crisis Scotland's like, I guess it's good. We need more places, but like, I don't know, maybe J.K. Rowling has an actual commitment to helping out people. But doesn't it at this point, when you add that on, doesn't it feel like that's why you did it then? I'm not saying it is, but it feels like you did it so that you could exclude at that point. I think a lot of people will come away. Like, imagine doing charity and you choosing to do it in a way that makes you look like an a-hole. That is a choice that you made. Anyway, here's a statement by the new facility. They say, many women but this is their language, by the way. I want to be very clear about that. Many women subjected to men's violence feel safer and fare better in women-only spaces, and wish to have support sessions with females only, and we exist to meet that need. We believe that women deserve to have certainty that in using our services, they will not encounter anyone who is male. Where appropriate, we will refer men or individuals identifying as trans women to other appropriate services in the area, of which there are several. And if that seemed a bit weird, the way they worded that, individuals identifying as trans women, yes, they said that so that they wouldn't have to just use the term trans women. That is becoming more and more common. The hatred against the trans community, I guess, could only be sustained for so long. Now it has to be a complete rejection that it's a thing at all. We're not doing this Matt Walsh story that we were talking about this morning, but it was, again, just no, it doesn't exist. There aren't trans people, there are confused people, but it's not actually a thing. It's not a thing that I hate, it's not a thing at all. And so, again, J.K. Rowling had an opportunity to maybe improve her reputation a little bit, and she decided to go in the exact opposite direction.
In many cases, John, the whole thing, that's why people have the pronoun jokes and stuff. It's so that they don't feel in their stupid brains that I'm lowering myself by acknowledging your existence, acknowledging you enough to respect you as a human being. So it's some kind of a win internally within their hate system. It feeds the hate as long as you can project and announce, hey, I'm hateful. And then that feeds. So if you're filled with hate, you got to keep feeding it. And if your entire objective is to point out to everyone, I'm a hateful person, hey, you're happy because of it, because that's what makes you happy is hate.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm glad that there are some services available or whatever. It is so needless. Again, as Rape Crisis Scotland says, there has never been an incident that buttresses what you are clearly saying is that these cisgender women would not be safe if others were around. There is no evidence of that whatsoever, but who's gonna let a little bit of evidence get in the way of some fun hate?
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.